An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal in the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll throw. Gets this one to Hill. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken in at the 22. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was completed.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Here's Foles. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sanders. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Foles. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back.
Kind of wanted to throw the screen, but they tackled the running back in the backfield.
Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. That's caught inside the 20. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And one thing's for sure, that #1 seed already been sewn up. It's a testament to how well these guys have played. They could lock up home field advantage with this many games still to go.
And you know what else you can do with this type of an advantage? You can plan for the playoffs a lot earlier, and I don't just mean in how you play guys or rest them. I'm talking about how you talk to your team going into the playoffs, because normally you have that conversation with them usually the last week of the season. Now you can have it earlier and say, all right, we know we're going to be at home for every game we play. I want you to take care of your tickets this way. I want you to handle hotels that way. All of those things can be out of the way, so when it comes time to get ready for the playoffs, that's all you're doing is preparing on the field and in the locker room.
From the 31, Foles buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now Foles. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sanders. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He'll drop to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Whistles now on a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Sanders. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On third down. They turn to Sanders. And a short gain here, down to the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Pick him up at the 22-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on fourth down. Back to throw here. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Mahomes to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Complete to Nicole Hardman.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Eagles, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. And for Charlie.
So until next time, this is David B69, and I'm out.